Hello students, welcome to our online class. I am Sandeep Sharma, your computer teacher. Today we are going to start our next chapter, that is chapter number 6, stepwise thinking. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about problem solving, reasoning, decoding and encoding and its methods. So students, in order to start our chapter, let's start with our first section, that is reasoning and problem solving. So, as you know, reasoning means thinking logically about any particular method, step, work, problem. So whatever task you have, usually we all do reasoning, where we apply our logics to complete our task. And the second term which is used here is problem solving. Problem solving means completing the task within the constraints of the given conditions using the step-by-step procedure. So yes, we have to use whatever conditions we have, whatever limitations we have. Within that, we always apply a procedure which is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem or to complete a task. So these are the two methods or two contents which are part of stepwise thinking. So consider an example as given in book. Suppose you have to organize a party. So this is a task. In this task, what all steps are required or what all actions you have to take to organize a party. So this requires thinking logically. If you are going to organize a party, you will think logically. What all things are possible, how you can organize the party, to whomsoever you have to call or invite, what all things you have to provide for eating and entertainment. So how you can enjoy your party to the maximum level. So this is reasoning. Now problem solving is doing steps, completing each and each step to perform this task, and the task is to organize a party. So as given in book, you can have a look on these steps. So these steps are: first step, make the list of invitees, to whom you want to invite, to whom you want to be part of your party. Make a list of that, inform them through call or WhatsApp. This is second step. In order to organize a party, these are the basic things. You must prepare list, as you might have seen in your families. Whenever they organize a party or marriage function or any other function, everyone generally usually prepares a list of invitees and then inform them. As in marriages, you might have seen invitation cards are sent. But here, as we are not specific about what kind of party, so it is general home get together or gathering, a party. So in this, our first step is make list of invitees. Second step is inform them through call or WhatsApp. The third step is make proper seating and eating arrangement, which is obvious. If you are inviting guests, if you are inviting people at your home or your place for a party, so it is your responsibility to give them proper seating arrangement plus proper eating arrangements. So this is also a part of our step to complete our task. Now next step is make arrangement for entertainment. It is obvious when people come to a party, there must be some fun, some games, some dance, music, some kind of and some sort of entertainment. So as you are the host of the party, you are organizing a party, so it will be your responsibility to arrange some source of entertainment also. So this is also a part of it. So these are the steps. You can notice that. Now the second last one is greet them with love and warmth. So that will make sense. Our party, organizing a party will make sense when we greet our guests with respect, with love, with warmth, so that they feel better, they feel happy. Then only they can enjoy our party. And this is what our intention is. Whenever we organize a party, it is just to make our guests feel better. So greet them with love, respect, warmth, what kind of guest you are having according to that. And the last step is enjoy the party. If you are inviting the guests, so you are also part of the party, you will enjoy it with all the guests, whether they are your relatives, friends, or whomsoever you have invited. So you have to also enjoy the party with them. So these are the basic steps of organizing a party. So if you have noticed, our task was organize a party. But to perform a task, whatever task you have, there should always be a steps, a procedure which should be followed. As in book given several other examples, like toothbrush example. Your little sister does not know how to brush her teeth, so that also includes steps. So you can read down these few examples. There are 3 cases given in your book which you can study and read. It is very simple, and you have to write and send at least one case of your own in WhatsApp group of any task, whatever task you are going to assign to yourself, and send that in WhatsApp group. So now our next topic is encoding and decoding. Encoding is a process to convert information into set of letters, numbers and symbols in form of a code so that we can keep a secret. Encoding is done according to a defined set of rules. Okay, so this was the definition. Now let me explain you what exactly encoding means. Encoding means hiding your information in some sort of codes, which codes are created using a set of rules. And decoding means converting those codes, encoded data, back to the information or the message. So these both are the two encoding and decoding procedures, where encoding means process to convert information into letters, numbers or symbols to hide our data, to make it a secret using a code symbols or code language. And decoding means converting that decoded code into normal meaningful information. So let me explain this by example. First, there are 3 types of methods: reverse word, writing the words in reverse; number swap code, assigning number to alphabets in ascending or descending order; and Caesar cipher code, substitute each letter by another letter at some fixed number of places down the alphabet. So these are the definitions of these codes. Now I am going to explain each one with examples. Now, as given in book, I have used the same example. The first technique is reverse words techniques. So what we have done here, for example, your secret word is pen. So in order to encode, what we have done here is reversed. Matlab, that means we have written our word pen from back to front, or from right to left. That means as previously our first character is P, but now in encoded language our first letter will be the last letter of our word, that is N. Similarly the second letter, similarly the third letter. We have to write in reverse method. As we write PEN, so we should write from the last NEP. Similarly there is another example of boy. As boy is written BOY, so in encoded or reverse term, how we write? Y will come first, then O, then B, starting from the last letter and ending with the first letter. So this is called reverse words technique. Next one is number swap code. So as I have made a table here for your convenience, you can see every number is assigned, every alphabet is assigned a number. For example, A1, B2, C3, D4, similarly till Z. So as we all know, how many characters we have in alphabets? 26. So obviously Z will be 26. So now if you want to write your name or anything, write the number instead of the word or the alphabet used in your name. So this is called number swap code. For example, here I have used the same example which is in the book, friend. So as F, you can see in the table, F is number 6 character, or number 6 is assigned to F. So instead of writing F, we can write 6. Then R. R is the 18th character. So we can write 18. I is the 9th character. E is the 5th character. So we can write friend in these numeric codes. So you can write 618951444. This is now a secret word. You have encoded it. Generally, by anyone looking at it will not understand what you have written here. Only you know how to decode it, how you have written it. This is called number swap code, and it is method of encoding our data. So you can also write anything. You can try writing your name in number swap or your friend's name, and then try decoding it. Our next method is Caesar cipher code. In this method, what we have done is skipping the alphabets. That is, as in this example, instead of A, as the word is aim, 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 instead of A, we have used C. That means we skipped B, the next character. That means whichever character you want, whichever alphabet you want to encode, use by skipping next character and then second one. So for example, here we skipped B and used C as A. That means letter which is right, or the second right letter, we have used as A. You can write it on a piece of paper and then you can check it. Similarly, I. So skipping one letter means what comes after I? J. Then what is the second letter? K. So here again also we used second letter. Similarly for M, skip one letter after M, what comes? N. So skip that. Now the second letter is O. So here we have used second alphabet. You can use third also, fourth also, and you can have your own encoded Caesar cipher code. You can write your name by skipping maybe 2 letters, using third letter, maybe skipping 4 letters, using fifth character, fifth alphabet. So this is just an example. You can shift letters right or left. We can use previous letter also. Write all the alphabets on a piece of paper, then mark which letter you want, you can escape 2 or 3, whichever number you want, either in the back side or in the right side, left or right side. But the method which you are using should be universal or applicable to the complete word. Then only you will be able to decode it back to the meaningful word. So it is up to us what kind of method we want to use to encode or decode our information. So as in both, these are the 3 methods. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me on my personal WhatsApp number, and try to decoding few words and send in the WhatsApp group. Thank you.